Hello students, today we are going to study about intra-allelic gene interaction or the intragenic gene interaction known as the codominance. Like incomplete dominance, it is also a good example of the intra-allelic gene interaction. Now what is gene interaction? In gene interaction, one gene interact with another gene and change the phenotypic expression of the other. If we want to understand the concept of the codominance, first of all, you must know that what happened in the dominance and what happened in the incomplete dominance. Then only you will be able to understand the concept of the codominance. Okay, so first of all, see that what is a traditional dominance. Okay, in the cross which was done by the Mendel, when the tall was crossed with the dwarf, what we have viewed in the F1 generation, that in F1 generation the dominant allele was fully dominant over the recessive allele, and that's why we can see that in F1 generation we got all tall plants. What does it mean? That in dominance the dominant allele is fully expressed in F1 generation, means the capital T is fully dominant over small t, and that's why we get all organisms in the F1 progeny tall. Okay, so here we can see that dominant allele is expressed in the F1 generation. Now see that what happened in the incomplete dominance. In the incomplete dominance, we see that the dominant allele is incompletely dominant over the recessive allele. Means when we crossed a red flower variety of Mirabilis jalapa with a white variety of the Mirabilis jalapa, what we saw in the F1 generation, that instead of the red color, a intermediate color was produced, and that intermediate color was known as the pink. What was the conclusion given by doing this cross? That the capital R, that is known as the dominant allele, is incompletely dominant over the small r. Okay, and that's why we got a intermediate color in the F1 generation. Okay, so in the dominance concept, what we have seen, that the dominant allele was fully dominant over the recessive allele. In incomplete dominance, what we have seen, that the dominant allele was incompletely dominant over the recessive allele. Now what happens in codominance? What do you mean by codominance? Codominance means together. Codominance means together. Now see here, in codominance, alleles of a gene pair in a heterozygote. Now say for we have crossed capital B with WW. Okay, so capital B crossed with WW. In F1 generation we got capital B and capital W. Now what happened, that alleles of a gene pair, now these are alleles of a gene pair in a heterozygote, this is a heterozygote, are fully expressed. This results in offspring with a phenotype that is neither dominant nor recessive. What we get, what type of the phenotype we get? That the phenotype in the F1 generation will be neither dominant nor recessive. What does it mean? It means that both the genes of a pair of allele, both the genes of a pair of allele contribute equally to the phenotype. Are you getting? When a pair of allele is crossed together, then what we see in F1 generation, we know that here there is a pair of allele present. This is a heterozygote, but in heterozygote both of these genes are expressed together. Here dominant recessive relationship is not found. Both the genes are expressed together simultaneously in the F1 generation. Means both the genes in this heterozygote are contributing equally to the phenotype. Hence we can say that this gene and this gene, both these genes are codominant, or we can say that both these alleles are codominant to each other. So by clubbing the concept, we can say that what is codominance? That when two alleles neither show dominant recessive relationship, nor show the intermediate condition, that is nor show incomplete dominance, rather both of them expressed together simultaneously in the F1 generation, and this is called as what? The codominance. Again I am repeating, what is codominance? When two alleles neither show, when two alleles found together neither show dominant recessive relationship nor show the incomplete dominance, that is, do not show the intermediate condition. Rather, in F1 generation, both the alleles are expressed together simultaneously, then this condition is called as what? A codominance condition. Okay. Now, if we want to understand the concept of the codominance, okay, so we'll be studying about the three examples here. I will be quoting three examples here to explain the concept of codominance. Okay, the three examples are the very first example is of the roan color kettles, Now we will be taking the roan color of kettles. Now see here, what is the example here? The first example is coat color in kettles. We are taking an example of coat color in kettles. Okay, now what happens? See here that I have taken two kettles. One is having the red color. Okay, one is having what? Red color. This is the red coat color of a kettle crossed with the white coat color. Crossed with what? The white coat color. Say for this is for the white coat. Okay, this is what? The parental generation. This is the parental generation. Okay, this is the parental generation. Then what will be forming? Will be forming the gametes. So gametes will be capital R, gametes will be capital W. Now see here, the F1 generation will be having RW. Right? Now what is the definition? What is the definition of the codominance? Codominance says that when two alleles are present together in heterozygous condition in F1 generation, they neither show dominant recessive relationship nor they show incomplete dominance. Rather, both the genes expressed together simultaneously, and this is called as what? Codominance. Means I want to say this is codominant with this one. So in F1 generation we see that the color of the kettle will be roan color. Color of the kettle will be roan color. Roan color means what? Spots of different colors. Spots of different colors is called as what? A roan color. Means this kettle will be having the patches of red as well as white. It will be having the patches of red as well as white. Say for the entire coat color will be of the red color, and the red color will be having the patches of the white color. Okay, now if we interbreed this roan color kettle, then in F2 generation we'll be getting what type of progenies? You can see here that capital R, say for this RW is crossed with RW. Okay, then what type of the progenies we'll be getting? This is capital R, capital R, capital R, capital W, capital R, W, and WW. Okay, now what we see that this is a red coat color kettle, this will be a roan color, this will be again a roan color kettle, and this will be a white color kettle. So what type of phenotype and genotype ratio we get? So the phenotype and the genotypic ratio are same here, that is the ratio will be 1:2:1. Both the genotypic and the phenotypic ratio are same. So the coat color in kettles is a very good example of the codominance, where we can see that when two different coat color organisms are crossed together in F1 generation, you can see that neither dominant recessive relationship is seen nor the intermediate phenotype is seen. Rather, a new type of inheritance is seen in the F1 generation, where both the genes are expressed together simultaneously. When this roan color kettle was interbred with another roan color cattle, then we got the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio, right? That is 1:2:1. Means here the phenotype and genotype ratio were the same. Okay, so the coat color in cattle is a good example to explain the phenomenon of the codominance. Now taking in another example, okay, taking in another example of the chickens, we'll be taking an example of chickens. We'll be taking an example of chickens. Say for we have crossed black chickens, we will be crossing black chickens with the white chickens. Okay, say for WW is for the white chickens. Then what we see, this is the parental generation. This is the parental generation. Okay, what type of the gametes will be produced here? The gametes will be capital B and the gametes will be W. Okay, when they are crossed together, we get capital B, capital W. We get capital B, capital W. Now this is F1 generation. Okay, this is F1 generation, and we get the checkered chicken. We get the checkered chicken here. Now checkered chicken is different from the black and the white chickens. It is different from the black and the white chickens. So a new phenotype we got in the F1 generation, and this is known as what? A checkered chicken. Okay, so again the example of the chickens is a good example to explain the codominance, where the black chickens when crossed with the white chickens, we get checkered chicken in the F1 generation. Okay, now what happened if we cross them? If we interbreed them, then what will happen? Making the checkerboard in F2 generation. Now see here what type of the progenies will be seen here. That is, we will be writing here, say for capital B and W and B and W. Okay, so BB, BW, BW and WW. Okay, so this is what? Black. This is black chicken. This is what? Checkered. This is what? Checkered chicken. This is again checkered chicken, and this is what? The white chicken. So again here the phenotype and genotype ratio, here the phenotype and genotype ratio are same, and we get the ratio 1:2:1, which is also showing that codominance is also a variation of the Mendel principle. If we talk about the monohybrid phenotypic ratio, right, we got there 3:1, but here you can see that we have got 1:2:1. Okay, so chickens, in the chickens we can see that the checkered chicken what we got in the F1 generation is also a good example of codominance, where there is neither dominant recessive relationship nor intermediate condition is seen, rather a new type of the inheritance is seen where both the genes are expressed together simultaneously. So this was the second example to explain the phenomenon of codominance. Now coming to the third example, which is also important as it is related to us, that is, this example is dedicated to the human beings. Okay, and I am talking about blood group known as AB blood group. AB blood group found in the humans is a good example, very good example of codominance, is a very good example of codominance. As we know that human blood groups are controlled by three alleles of a gene. Say for these alleles are IA, IB and IO or I. We know that IA and IB are dominant over IO. Okay, so what happened that in AB blood group. In AB blood group, what happens? That IA and IB allele are equally dominant. Okay, what I want to say, in AB blood group, these both alleles are present, IA and IB. What is the genotype? What is the genotype of AB blood group? If you see the genotype of AB blood group, we write always IAIB. This is the blood group and this is the genotype. So in a person who is having the AB blood group, IA and IB allele are equally dominant. In a blood group AB, right, what happens? IA and IB are equally dominant. Hence we can say that as these alleles are equally dominant, we say that AB blood group is a very good example of the codominance. Means I want to say A and B are the antigens. Here A and B are the antigens which are found on the RBC surface, and the IA and IB allele are equally dominant. Hence it is a very good example of the codominance. So to understand the concept of the codominance, we have started with the dominance, then we have talked about the incomplete dominance, and then we have talked about the codominance. In traditional dominance, the dominant allele is fully expressed in F1 generation. In incomplete dominance, the dominant allele is incompletely dominant over the recessive allele, while in codominance, there is neither in F1 generation, that is in the heterozygote, neither dominant recessive relationship nor the intermediate condition is seen. Rather, a new type of inheritance is seen in the F1 generation, where both the genes are expressed together simultaneously in the F1 generation. So student, this was the explanation about the codominance. We will be coming soon with few more videos. Keep watching my videos. Thanks a lot.